November is National Native American Heritage Month. As it comes to a close, we have an intimate look at New York's Mohawk tribe and its fight to restore and maintain its language and culture for the next generation and beyond. NewsHour Weekend special correspondent Jenna Flanagan has our story.
The language gives us our identity. It teaches us the culture, it teaches us how to be, it teaches us how to be grateful. And without that, who are we?
That's Elvira Sargent, an elder member of the Akwesasne Mohawk Nation, which lies at the northern border of New York State. The Mohawk are working hard to not only maintain their language, but ensure it has a future with its language immersion school. The Akwesasne Freedom School was founded in 1979 after decades of Mohawk children being forcibly removed from their families and native lands to attend boarding schools run by priests, where English was mandatory and the Mohawk language forbidden, effectively putting up a barrier between the people and their culture. Freedom School Level 4 teacher Dohone Alakte, or as he's known by his English name, Levi Hearn, explains the long-term cultural effect.
Most of the families in this community aren't traditional because of what had happened with boarding schools and different types of assimilation with like the Jesuits, even in the 1700s.
Elvira says she remembers her family members struggling with the separation.
My sister actually went to a residential school and my uncle, and they would be there all year, come home if once a year. But what I know with that is that they were not allowed to speak the language. They were punished. My sister doesn't know the culture at all. She still knows the language. She gets stuck. So it has had a lasting impact. There's maybe people my age and maybe a little older. We didn't have that nurturing from our parents because they didn't know how to nurture us or show us love. We knew they loved us, but oh God. But it was hard for them to show us.
The boarding school separations left a lasting impact on the family. However, Elvira was too young to be taken to boarding school, so she learned to speak Mohawk at home.
That's all I heard growing up. But then eventually even that part got lost.
And is that same natural way that guides the Freedom School.
We actually started at the age of 1, where they can go into our language nest, because a long time ago, this was their first language. Not all parents can speak the language, so they're not hearing it until they enter school.
And the focus is on developing conversational skills over compulsory.
I think they really should try to learn it with another speaker, with an elder. I'm afraid with it being in a classroom all the time, that it's going to become a classroom language. And I don't want to see that happen.
It's just before 8 a.m. at the Akwesasne Freedom School, and the kids are already getting dropped off for the day. The school encompasses a small campus of 3 buildings, but it's not structured like an American public school. The kids aren't regulated by grade, but rather their Mohawk language ability level. So a child at level 2 isn't necessarily a second grader, but rather a kid whose conversational skills are still developing. And that child can be any age.
My name is Gasanogohe. Can you say it?
Gasanogohe?
Yep, Gasanogohe.
Clearly, I am a newcomer to the language. But Gasanogohe is not only proficient, she's the level 8 language teacher and breaks down Mohawk pronunciation in a way my English-only brain can process it.
Her. And this comes from the word Gasana, which means a name, and this gohe is a journey, she who retrieves names.
That is so amazing that that's your name given what you teach for a living.
And that's one of the tenets of the Mohawk way, or culture. Every individual has their own name, just one that's unique to themselves.
This is Ge.
As she continues explaining the phonetics to me, she shares how modern-day speakers make the ancient language work in present day.
So our language is descriptive. So the way we've adapted to all these new words is just to describe what is going on.
How would you then describe what a journalist does? Like if I were to describe myself in the Mohawk language, how would I call myself?
I'm trying to think. Maybe Yegaladus.
Yegaladus?
She tells stories.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I spell that?
Yegaladus. I could spell it for you on the board.
Oh, please do.
This ye is pronoun for her, and this dun is the telling of, and this is habitual. So she is a teller, she is a storyteller.
I absolutely love that.
Working with Longhouse traditions, the Akwesasne Freedom School has its own set of standards and requirements for teachers. They aren't looking for traditional American certificates or degrees, but rather a membership within the nation, fluency in the Mohawk culture and language, and above all, a passion for imparting those traditions onto the next generation. Throughout the school, the kids are encouraged to help one another in their language development, and in some classrooms, absolutely no English is spoken at all. So to further my meager Mohawk language skills, I turned to some of the school's most enthusiastic teachers, the 7 and 8-year-olds in Level 2.
Sego, what does that mean? Hi, Sego, is that how you say it? Ona?
Ganalaktas, or as she's known by her English name, Tara Skitters, is the school's office manager. She handles admissions, budgeting, hiring, and ensuring the school meets its overall mission. And part of that is creating a familial atmosphere for the kids.
So it's a very small percentage of people that come here. The families that want their kids here, a lot of them are traditional, who, you know, follow the Longhouse and the Longhouse traditions. I think our overall values are more the concentration, respect, and taking care of the earth, and being kind to one another.
Even though the Freedom School has less than 100 kids enrolled, the Akwesasne Mohawk community is 16,000 strong, and the reservation overlaps the U.S.-Canadian border. So kids who live on the New York side also have friends and family in the Ontario and Quebec provinces. The Freedom School has students from both sides of the border, but according to Level 4 teacher Dohone Alakte, that's our border, not theirs.
When they're here, they talk about being in the American or Canadian side, because we ourselves don't feel as we're a part of the American or Canadian government. We feel that we're a sovereign nation still.
Tara says one of the biggest worries that parents have is if all this Mohawk immersion will limit their child's ability to learn English and matriculate into one of the nearby public high schools.
The reality is English is everywhere. They're gonna learn it, but once they leave here, where are they gonna learn the Mohawk language?
In all, Tara says the mission of the Akwesasne Freedom School is to ensure the survival of the Mohawk culture and language.
You know, people think that an Indian is a certain way, or that we all are the same, and we're not. There's so many different nations, different clothes, different cultures, different songs, everything is different. And you know, we have to work really hard to maintain those things. There's so little of us, you know, compared to other populations, but we're here, we're doing it, we're gonna keep doing it, we're not going nowhere. We have kids who are learning all this stuff and they're gonna carry it on, and we're just doing our thing.